the biggest impact actually is the network and the people and the resources and the support. I mean, don't get me wrong, the money was great during the fellowship years, especially as a doctoral student. But I feel like I'm still gaining from that, despite the fact that I'm no longer officially kind of a fellow right now, but an alum. You know, so many people I'm still working with, and people I'm planning projects with. And I think the biggest difference is that I had access to mentors who really taught me to think big, that I shouldn't really settle for something less than I want. And that it is possible to do it all. It is possible to have the career that I want and do the research that I want and still have the support that I want. I started out working a lot with vulnerable populations already, in particular with looking at health disparities for Asian Americans. But I think it really gave me a sense of how to understand the nuanced differences within ethnic groups and populations. And being in so close touch. And sometimes it's just as simple as, you know, just bouncing off ideas with, you know, other MFP fellows, or, you know, being here in conferences where we're just sitting in dinner and just, you know, talking about, you know, what's really going on. You know, I'm getting these numbers, but what does it really mean? I think that's really been the biggest difference, I think, in terms of the impact on how I'm looking at my own research and the work that I'm doing. Well, I was on the job market last year, so which was a very stressful time. And it's funny because 2 years ago was my first year in the MFP program. And after all the trainings that we had, we also had the speed mentoring event where Dr. Julia Hastings was invited to come and talk. And now she's my colleague at University at Albany. And it made the job interview so much easier last year when I knew that she was an ally. I knew that she got what I was doing. And that she was someone who was genuinely supportive of the kind of work that and the direction I wanted to go in. So, I mean, that really made such a big difference. And plus now, I know that there are a number of other MFPs, by the way, at University of Albany. I told them I would actually give a shout out. Dr. Lonnie Jones, so, you know, and who can make it here this weekend because she's going to another conference later. And of course, Dr. Hastings. A lot of fun times, and it was just, you know, in a very casual, informal environments where after, you know, the trainings, we'll go and have dinner and start talking about some of the work that we're doing. And it was really meaningful being part of that process because knowing that there are other people who got what I was doing and to just encourage me to think deeper about my ideas and the kind of difference that I can make. I think that was really the most wonderful thing that I got from the MFP.